Hello everyone, I'm doing a deck profile video today since I haven't done one in a while. I figured I'd do one. Also that along with a handful of other videos I've been wanting to do, and I figured I'd get a few of them and put them done and put out there, and then either maybe do a couple more and then get it out, or just do them next year. Anyway, this is the deck profile video of my Odd Eyes deck. I'll start off with the non-Odd Eyes stuff, which are 2 copies of Performapal Skullcrobat Joker. I know Monkey Board just wanted to, what was it, 1 or 2 or 3? I want to say it's 2 because I think it was previously at 1. And then I got 2 copies of Performapal Odd Eyes Synchron that I use. And that's the 1-0 stuff. That's non-Odd Eyes. Should probably just take all the stuff out. Show first. I'm gonna get 1 copy of Performapal Pendulum Sorcerer. 1 copy of Performapal Odd Eyes Dissolver. I mean, it's not an Odd Eyes Dragon, so that's why I say it's not Odd Eyes related, even though it's got Odd Eyes in the name. But that's kind of quite contradictory. Anyway, Performapal Odd Eyes Minotaurus. 1 copy of Dragon Pit Magician. 1 copy of Dragon Pulse Magician. 1 copy of Oath Dragon Magician. 1 copy of Noble Dragon Magician. I'm not gonna say it because I know I'm gonna butcher it, but I got 1 copy of that one and this one. 1 copy of Dragon Collar Magician. 2 copies of Supreme King Dragon Dark Worm. And those are in here because of these next 2, which are Supreme King Gate Infinity and Supreme King Gate Zero, which I have in here to help me get out as many of these guys that I possibly can. You know, from anywhere from 1 to 12. Oops. Anyway, I have used 3 copies of Odd Eyes Arc Pendulum Dragon. Hold on, I could have sworn I had 3 copies of that in here. I guess I don't. That's weird. I really could have sworn I had 3 copies of this. 2 copies of Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Like I was just saying, I could have sworn I had more than that because I thought I had 3, but I guess I only have 2. But whatever, it's fine. Anyway, 2 copies of Odd Eyes Mirage Dragon. These I actually pulled from the Battles of Legend Unleashed. Or no, not Battles of Legend Unleashed. It's Dragons of Legend Unleashed. Or was it just Dragons of Legend? What, Battles of Legend, Dragons of Legend? Damn it, what the hell was it? Yep, it was Dragons of Legend, right there. For some reason I want to say it had the word Unleashed in it. Anyway, 2 copies of Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon. These are level 12 or 11. level 12. One copy of the OG Odd Eyes Dragon. One copy of Odd Eyes Saber Dragon. One copy of Odd Eyes Lancer Dragon. One copy of Odd Eyes Phantom Dragon, which I traded for with my good friend Jaeger Carrillo. This one, I want to say I ended up pulling. It's Odd Eyes. It's a single copy of Odd Eyes Persona Dragon. It's from Battles of Legend, Crystal's Revenge. I did buy a box of that. I'm not sure if that's one I ended up pulling or not. I ended up pulling a bunch of cards that I didn't really want or care for. Anyway, one copy of Odd Eyes Advanced Dragon. One copy of All Eyes Phantom Dragon. One copy of Odd Eyes Gravity Dragon, which I actually ended up pulling that. That is really sweet. That's it for the monsters. Because sadly, I don't own the Pendulum Ritual one, which I'm still trying to get a hold of. So, as for the spells, I have 2 copies of Sky Iris, 2 copies of Mystic Space Typhoon, 2 copies of Odd Eyes Fusion, both secret rare, which I happened to pull because this was what? MP16? Yeah. Actually, no, I think I pulled the one and trade for the other. One copy of Soul Pendulum. This is from Dual Power, which I know I bought like I want to say 2 or 3 boxes of, but I believe that was before I started uploading stuff again. So that may or may not have been one I ended up pulling on there, because I know I pulled the Crystron Link out of a single pack, which was awesome. I still have it. I'm keeping it. One copy of Duelist Alliance. One copy of Pendulum Call. One copy of Swords of Relight, because that's, to me, that's got to be a staple. One copy of Spiral Flame Strike. One copy of Odd Eyes Advent for Odd Eyes Gravity Dragon. One copy of Terraforming, just because, which I might take that out. Now for the traps, and there's only actually 3 in here at the moment. One copy of Pendulum Switch. One copy of Magic Cyclender, and a single copy of Doppelganger. That's actually a pretty good card. And you know, it actually goes surprisingly well with this deck, because if you take battle damage from the effect of a monster your opponent controls that inflict the same amount of damage to your opponent. And that's it for the main deck. Now for the extra deck, which I'm going to say it right now, there's one too many in the extra deck, and I'm still trying to figure out who to get rid of or cut. And I've actually thought about it. But here they are. Oh, 2 copies of Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. This one is from, let me see, yeah, no, it's not that one. PEVO, what the hell is that from? So I know one of these I ended up getting out of a pack. I want to say it was maybe that one. But it could have also been this one. One copy of Star Venom Fusion Dragon. Now, it's not this copy, but it's the copy that's in my Predaplant deck that I actually ended up pulling out of Invasion Vengeance, which I ended up buying a bunch of that. And I also bought a bunch of, what was the name of the set that, oops, don't want this to fall. What was the name of the set that Z-Arc came in? Because I bought a way ton more of that set than I did in Invasion Vengeance, and it was actually a special edition box that I bought. It was the first pack I opened out of it that I ended up pulling that Star Venom Fusion Dragon. That's not the first time that happened with a cover card too. I bought this box that had sleeves, and I think it was 10 or 12 packs in it. It was it Light of Destruction or something? No, not Light of Destruction. It had, the cover had Utopia Ray Victory on the front of it. Like Light of Destruction, Light of Judgment, or some crazy shit like that. Anyway, I opened a few packs and then I ended up pulling him, and it was an ultimate rare one. And a few packs later, I ended up pulling ZW Leo Arms, and which was, wait, was it Leo Arms? It was the Zexo, I believe it's Leo Arms. Anyway, he was also an ultimate rare, and that was pretty crazy. Because I want to say that those were my first two ultimate rares that I ever had, and I pulled them, which is pretty damn crazy. But anyway, I have one copy of Rune Eyes Pendulum Dragon, one copy of Beast Eyes Pendulum Dragon, one copy of Brave Eyes Pendulum Dragon, one copy of Odd Eyes Venom Dragon, one copy of Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon, one copy of Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, one Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, one Odd Eyes Wing Dragon, one copy of Dark Rebellion Siege Dragon, one Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon, Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon, one copy of Odd Eyes Raging Dragon, which I was actually trying to pull this, so I was getting a bunch of packs from, I don't know, I don't remember what it was. It was back in 2017. Yeah, it was the next set after the one that Arc came in. Well, Z-Arc, or Supreme King Z-Arc, which even though that there's that one Odd Eyes monster that's a Z-Arc card, but it's, you know, technically, even though it's in a way kind of both, because it's both Odd Eyes and Zark mixed together, I don't have that in here specifically because it's, you know, mainly Zark himself. But yeah, at the same time, it's also an Odd Eyes monster, but it's Zark first and foremost. Well, it's a Z-Arc card first and foremost, and an Odd Eyes second. So that's why that's not in here. Plus, I think it would go better in a Zark deck. Still got 3 more. 1 copy of Underclock Taker, 1 copy of Nightmare Cerberus, and 1 copy of Nightmare Phoenix. Now, if I were to cut any of these out, I was thinking it would probably be Elijah Rebellion, maybe, and either that or him, or well, both maybe, or I would keep him in. I don't know. If I did that, then I would end up cutting these 2 from the deck, because their purpose they serve is to help bring him out. Which if I take him out of the extra deck, then since there would be no purpose for these 2, they would have to be cut. Another ones I was thinking that I would probably cut, since I don't really use it, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to set up, plus the payout's not really good. It would be him. Oh shit, why am I doing that? And the same would be for Odd Eyes Winged Dragons, but I would definitely keep these 2 in here. And I would also just keep that in there. For the options. As for the links, I don't know, I'd kind of probably take Underclock Taker out, because I don't feel like I really need that one in here. Plus, I don't use it. I definitely don't really use these 2. I'd mostly go for the Odd Eyes cards, because it's mostly Odd Eyes deck. There's the reason why I have where are you, boy? Have this in here is because I believe it's because of the effect of, isn't it Beast Eyes, or is it his effect? There he is. There's Beast Eyes. So, if it'll focus. This card destroys a monster by battlefield to your opponent equal to the original attack of the beast type fusion material used for these. For this card, yep, it is his effect. So, basically, the reason why I have him in here, because he's got 1200 attack, and if you use him to summon this and he attacks, you basically inflict 1200 damage using his effect. But his effect is during damage calculation, if your penalty monster attacks an opponent's monster, you can make that opponent's monster lose 1 attack for each perform power. Not as card you control damage. Oh wait, never mind. Well, it's mainly just for that. I thought that he said something about you being able to boost him for every Odd Eyes monster. I think I'm thinking of what was it, Perform Pound Unicorn or something like that? Still, is he even the only beast one I have in here? Or yep, there's actually another one in there's another beast one that I I mean, he's a beast warrior, but he's got beast in his name, so I don't know. It could count, but there's one I want to replace him with that has a higher attack that would actually serve better with going with his effect. And the thing about him is, back in 2017, or actually no, it was 2016, because it was winter time. We went over to one of my families, and I found out the guy's son, he also collected Yu-Gi-Oh! And played. So we had a little duel. I used my deck, but at the time it was a Perform Pal deck. But I had some Odd Eyes cards in it, including Odd Eyes Gravity Dragon. So I took that combo, did this combo between Odd Eyes Gravity Dragon, because I managed to get that out, because he was in my hand first turn. And then 3 turns later, I ended up drawing the Ritual spell for him. And then I managed to get, I want to say it's Absolute Dragon. He's the one Absolute Dragon. Then I used his effect to bring out Meteor Burst. Yep. Oh no, it's Hand of Graveyard. There's the extra deck. Yeah, no, that's the extra deck. Hi, Tiny Tot. You need to get down. Here, I'll just get you down. Good boy. And don't you give me any lip. Stay down. Stay down. Go. Good boy. Anyway, what I did was, because after reading that, I realized that it's not what happened. What I did was, I managed to get this out, and then it ended up getting destroyed, but then I brought out Absolute Dragon. Then again, I'm trying really hard to remember what the hell happened. Oh, that's what I did. Oh no, this didn't get destroyed. No, I used him and Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon to go into this. I dumped this to use the effect because he was trying to destroy Odd Eyes Gravity Dragon, because that was screwing his plays all up because of his effect. But I used this, dumped it to the graveyard, then activated his effect, and then summoned it back to my hand, or not hand, but field. Because I didn't have, I did have a Monster Reborn, but I was saving it for, that's Gravity Dragon. It was like, what, 7-8 years ago? Oh, yeah, 8 years ago. Holy shit. Almost 9 years ago now. It didn't help that I was, falling asleep when we were doing either. So it was pretty late. Yeah, that's pretty much how that ended up going when I summoned those. And I ended up pretty much, it was just a random deck he was using. But I ended up getting like 2 other cards out that were just random ones. I ended up basically destroying his field because I ended up because I had Swords of Radiant Light out too, because that's been in here since it was a Perform deck. Well, since it started as one. And it's still in here now that it's not Ice deck. Anyway, which each turn I was destroying like a couple of monsters at a time. Especially when it was just these 3 and then the other 2. And then the turn that Swords was over, I basically just tacked for the game. But one thing I love about Starred Venom being in here is the first effect where you can basically steal any of their effects or anything, stuff like that. Like for instance, if you have him on field and you got him on out already, like you can have him steal his effects. So if he gets destroyed, doesn't matter. He's got his effects, so they're still all covered. Then you have to deal with him. But I would actually have him in defense mode because once he gets destroyed, all your shit gets blown up. Well, your opponent's shit anyway. Yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it for the deck profile video. See you next time.